Hey everybody, this is Amber from Get Back to the Bar, and today I wanted to do a quick kind of unboxing and first impressions of the new ballet shoes that I just ordered. Went to dancediscount.com and I ordered 2 pair of shoes. The first pair, and I'm just looking down so I can see the exact name, are the Adult Pro Elastic Canvas Split Sole Ballet shoes in flesh, and they're a size 4. So I have smaller feet. Be careful in sizing and just make sure you read each shoes and each company's sizing suggestion. These are Blochs, the ones that I just said, the Adult Pro Elastic Canvas Split Sole in flesh. So this is how they came, and here they are. All right, so first impressions. They come sewn with the elastic. Hallelujah. I don't like sewing shoes. I did it. We all did it probably when we had point shoes, but completely over it, which is why I do the lazy way of tying the elastic and wrapping it under my shoe. So that's the A+. These come with being already sewn. The other thing that I noticed, gosh, the inside part, I don't know if you can see it, is there's pretty much nothing there. It's the seam. The back split sole. So right here, you can kind of see that right there. It says on the inside, there's a little bit of padding where the ball of the foot is and where the heel is. Impressions are decent, other than the kind of inseam, gosh, I don't even know what it is, just that the seam is exposed right there. That's odd to me, and I'm not sure how that's going to feel. But we'll see. So, moving on to the next pair, I got Capezios. Let's see, they're the Adult Hanami? Hanami Canvas Split Sole Ballet Slipper, and I got them in mocha. So I decided to just be a little adventurous and see what mocha looks like. Over the years, ballet shoes have become more and more diverse as far as their color range, so why not? Never had mocha growing up, so let's try it out. So got them in a size 8, again, because that's just based on whatever Capezio said to do. So wow, these are definitely, that's how they come, and they're definitely chocolatey. Kind of when I look at them, I think of a brownie, so I'm not sure if that's good or not. So let's see. First impressions. They are, so this is Capezio on the bottom, and oh goodness. So besides them being sewn again, and I guess I haven't bought shoes in a couple years, but this whole like being sewn business is on point. Like, yes, I'm here for it. The other thing that I noticed as I touched the, where the ball of the foot is and where the heel is, it's pretty padded. Let's flip it inside out so y'all can see it. So look here. Oh, the light is not allowing it to focus. There we go. So you see it? I don't even know, this is like a leather material, and it's just where the ball, the foot, and the heel is, so I think that will feel good. I also like how, again, that part in the, what were these in the Blochs, where you had the seam showing and exposed. This is just fabric, so I feel like that's going to feel a lot better. And yeah, these are mocha, these are chocolatey, so this is odd for me, but I wanted to experiment and try it and see how I liked it. So first impressions, cute, we'll see. So I'm going to check back on them for a couple of classes and how they're wearing. So stick with it. So first let's talk about the ones that I wear here. So if you see me dancing in a video, it's usually these. It's usually the Capezio Hanami, if I'm saying that right. I got the mocha, as I mentioned, and let's talk about the wear. So I've had these for about 6 months. I ordered them in December. I started wearing them probably in January, and I'd say I wear them on average 4 times a week, maybe for an hour. Sometimes it's a lot more, sometimes it's less, but let's say on average, these are getting the wear of about an hour, 4 or 5 days a week. So let me show you what we see as far as wear. So here's the bottom, and you can see I have hardwood floors. I only really wear these on hardwood floors, so I'm not doing anything crazy. And hardwood floors, as you know, are slippery, and I don't feel like I slip. So I'm not quite sure how these would wear on Marley, but for hardwood floor, these are like a really good thing. So if you're dancing at home, moving furniture out of the way, these are not slippery, so I love them. So let's bring you in a little bit closer here so you can see the wear. I do see wearing away of the fabric a bit, so the brown in the side and the back has maintained, but this front right here you can see is starting to wear away a little bit. And look right here too, okay? And then also let's flip these inside out. The padding has stayed amazing, right? I don't notice any difference here, but I will say, where is it? Not where the fabric, I don't have the right one, hold on. So not where the fabric is sewn, but right here, behind that, so here's where the fabric, here's where the elastic, excuse me, is sewn, right? Right here and right here. But right here, you can see a little bit of fraying, right? So you're already starting to see the white, can you see that? Kind of the elastic coming out there and a little bit of fraying. I don't see that in this other pair, that's why I couldn't find it, but I do see that in this pair. And again, just flipping it inside out, the padding has stayed intact, it's great, and the inside looks pretty clean. And again, my feet tend to sweat, so these have held up pretty well. So overall, I'm a fan. I'm a big fan of these. I just kind of picked them. I liked that the elastic was sewn already, and I wanted to try something different with a more neutral tone from my skin tone ballet shoe, and I'm pretty happy. So I'm not sure with the discoloration if you wouldn't see it as much in a lighter shoe. So I am going to repurchase these from a Discount Dance, and I also am going to repurchase or purchase a pinker pair, so the kind of more classical ballet color, and we can do a test and see how the coloring wears with these. But I'm a big fan, so these get a thumbs up from me. Okay, next up, so here are my blocks. So these get worn, I'd say, once a week for about an hour. I wear these in the studio, so these stay in my dance bag, and about once a week from, what is it, August through May, and then I wear them for performances. So I would say they've worn pretty well. You know, they're starting to, you know, get a little dirty up top, and I haven't washed these. I should mention too, I haven't washed these, I haven't washed those. Don't know if you can, but I don't. So wear-wise, they're wearing really well. Let's turn them inside out. So they're dirty, they have sparkles, and you know, before I talked about the lining right here, I was wondering if that was going to be uncomfortable. It's not, I don't feel it, and all the elastic is very much intact for these shoes. So, you know, there's a lot of white here, so you may not be able to see it as well, but they're really intact. I will say I need to probably order down a size. These are 4Bs, and my feet are extremely narrow, so I will order down a size because when I tendu, I see a little bit of excess shoe in my heel, and that bugs me. So I'll let y'all know when I order down a size, because you can see here. Can you see that? Can you see that? Yes. So, you know, where your heel stops, and then there's a little bit of fabric right here, a little bit of shoe. I'm wondering if I would have ordered down a size, if I would have liked the profile better. So when I tendu, if I would have liked the way it looked a little bit better. Again, how they wore, I think they wore fine. I wear them a lot less often. But overall, I think these are really good shoes. I may pick another color again, but I like these. So let's talk though about comparison, because I think that's not everyone's gonna buy 2 pairs of shoes. I really loved my Capezios. When I tried them on at first, I'll be completely honest, it felt like I wasn't wearing anything, and I just had a lot of extra padding under the ball of my foot and under the heel, and it was a bit odd. The canvas blocks, or just canvas in general, you feel like you're wearing a shoe, right? You feel like you're wearing a ballet shoe. There's good and bad to that. But with the Capezios, I just felt like I was wearing a sock at most, with a lot of padding. And so it did take a little bit of getting used to, but I really liked it. And again, on the hardwood floor, and you know, I can't even say I know if there's a different material, but I do know that I felt it was a lot less slippery in the Capezios on here than my blocks. I did take a spin or two in my blocks in my house on my hardwoods, and they were a little bit more slippery, so I took them off. So I feel like we're always trying to pick what's better, what's worse, whatever. It's always going to be your preference, but I will say I was pleasantly surprised with the Capezios, and I certainly will be ordering another pair. I'm going to order the pink, as I mentioned, just to kind of again see that wear, and I'm going to order the mocha again just because I do like my lines. It doesn't break with the pink, and I like the lines that I get with a more flesh skin color ballet shoe. So I just talked a little bit about being a little bit more slippery on the hardwood, and as I'm looking at the 2 shoes together, so the Capezios and the blocks, there's way more above the padding or above where the ball of the foot is, there's way more material here, you know, about a good inch or so. So you're gonna have more room to slip around, especially as you start to wear these shoes down a little bit, versus, what do I wanna say? 1/2 inch to 3/4 of an inch. Again, not scientific, but just doing a quick measurement from where the ball of the foot is. Right here, the padding to the top of the shoe. So this area right here is far smaller than in the block. So as I was doing my tendus, it's definitely more slippery in the blocks. Again, this is on hardwood, so you have to keep your floor in mind. Again, I'll give you a bottom of the shoe comparison. And the top of the shoe comparison. And again, you're seeing where as I talked about earlier, where this is starting to fray a little bit. It's only in one shoe, so I'm not sure if that's just a slight defect in the one shoe, but I'll keep an eye on it and let you all know if it gets worse or if it happens in the other shoe. So I'm just putting on the blocks after I had on the Capezios, and I will say the Capezios are just way more comfortable. You feel a lot of the, kind of where things are sewn together, you can feel that in the shoe a bit more. Let me go ahead and this again, probably user error, but there's just a lot of excess back here, and so it just messes with your line, messes with your tendus a bit. Hey, so this is my first review, so hopefully I'll look back on this and cringe a little bit, but laugh. In any case, I hope that review was helpful. I hope kind of me demonstrating the tendus and things was helpful. If there's anything else that you want to know, anything else that would be useful to know, put something in the comments and I will certainly answer. Like it if you like it, share it if you think it'll be useful for someone else, and I'll see you next time.